American General Accident Insurance Company is changing the way Americans think about, purchase, and use life insurance through its quality of life insurance product. It's insurance you don't have to die to use. Visit us at F4U for more information on this revolutionary new concept in insurance. Taking off right now, another of the premier aircraft from World War II. Over to the left now is Dameo from the American Airpower Museum at Farmingdale Airport on Long Island, New York, flying the F4U Corsair. Now, our cars have V12, V8, V6, and straight fours. But listen carefully, like right overhead, you hear the 2,000 horsepower bent wing bird. Go back with me now to the late 1960s as we listen to, as some of you may remember, that incredible show about the Black Sheep Squadron, Major Pappy Boynton's squadron that flew the Marine Corps version of the F4U Corsair. We are poor little lambs who have lost our way. Yep, that was the theme song for the Black Sheep Squadron. They flew this very type of airplane in the Pacific. And flying it today, Dameo from the American Airpower Museum, a flying museum located on Long Island at the Farmingdale's Republic Airport. As he goes over the top, the reason the airplane is known as the bent wing bird is because of this incredibly powerful engine that's on the front of it. 18 cylinders, 2,000 horsepower, and when you get a powerful engine like that, it has to swing a very, very big propeller. The propeller diameter of the swing of that prop is literally 13 feet. Now, it was designed to be launched from and landed on aircraft carriers. So it had to have a very, very strong landing gear. The problem is that with that big 13-foot propeller, they have to have a very long landing gear. And the longer it is, the less strong it's going to be to take those very, very punishing carrier landings, because they come down at what isn't so much a landing as it is a controlled crash at an incredible descent rate. So designers at Bot said, we got an idea. Let's bend the wing down from the fuselage, then extend the gear from there, from the lowest point, and then bend the wings back up. And that way they have the combination of strength and length to keep the propeller from striking the deck when it landed. Hence the name bent wing bird. The Japanese in the Pacific called it the whistling death, because when it was low level inbound for a napalm run, it had an incredible whistling sound. Over the top of the barrel, rolling around an imaginary point in the sky, 45 degrees up and to the left of the airplane. Dameo does a beautiful job for us. Early in the operational life of the Corsair, American naval aviators were having a great deal of difficulty in landing on the carrier because the pilot sat so far back in the fuselage, he was having difficulty seeing the landing area. Well, the British really led the way in the development of carrier aviation. And they said, hey, why don't you give us a couple of Corsairs? We'll try something with it. So they took some Corsairs. They changed the position of the pilot by raising him up a few inches and changing the canopy with a bubble arrangement that they called a Malcolm hood. Then they changed the approach to the carrier so that the pilot would keep the carrier landing area in view in the crook of that wing where it aimed down, where it bent down and then bent up. And that was what made it successful as a carrier-based aircraft. But it was indeed successful in the Pacific as a Marine Corps land-based attack aircraft and fighter aircraft. And that's where the Black Sheep Squadron shined, that group of misfits from the Black Sheep Squadron. Coming in from the right, get your cameras ready for a photo pass as the bent wing bird comes in from the right. Over 12,000, I think the number is 12,571 Corsairs built. The last one coming off the production line in 1953 for the French Air Force. It did see action in Korea during the Korean conflict. A U.S. Navy Corsair night fighter pilot is the only Allied ace of the Korean War who did not fly the F-86 Sabre, which means during the Korean War, in the dawn of the jet age, the F4U Corsair held its own against Russian-built North Korean MiG aircraft. The ultimate Corsair was actually built not by Vought, but by Goodyear, because Vaught's production capabilities were stretched. Other companies were asked to produce the Corsair, and among those was the Brewster Aircraft Company and also the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. And they built some Corsairs called the Super Corsair, just a few of them. And that was the F2G fitted with a Pratt & Whitney 3,600 horsepower engine, 28 cylinders, turning that same big 13-foot in diameter prop. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to be up in New York on Long Island at an air show up there, and we will be based at the airport where this particular aircraft is based. And we're going to be able to see it and a number of other airplanes from the American Airpower Heritage Museum performing. It is a flying museum, and we are thrilled to have the F4U Corsair here today. Okay, one more pass, let's listen. The top speed of the Corsair was about 417 miles per hour up to 20,000 feet. Had a range of over 1,000 miles. The wingspan 41 feet. Just 33 feet 5 inches long, and from tires to tail, 15 feet 1 inch.
The whole thing is I really want to get her on the diesel,
Parts of the official United States Army parachute team. They started in 1959. They have the gold and black demonstration team. They have the administrative section, the headquarters section, the silent accuracy team, the competition team, and the aviation section, team 6. They're inbound right now, straight ahead of you. Dameo comes by in that beautiful F4U Corsair. Now watch it. Ready for the center. They're about 18 inches wide. They are slightly weighted the bottom. And they are designed to give the team leader, Sergeant First Class Will Fleming, an opportunity to see where they need to depart the